All right, everybody, we got Ryan Paugh here today. He's a co-founder of Brazen Careers, and he blogs at the blog ryanpaugh.com. And, you're all about jobs, careers, and your whole site is based around helping people get better jobs. But I find in my life, a lot of my friends, probably most of them, and a lot of people I meet, probably most of them, hate their jobs. So why do you think most people hate, and this is a general statement, a lot of people love their job. Why do you think a lot of people hate what they do?
Well, I can't blame people for saying that because I hated my first job. It totally sucked. I have to say, looking back, that I learned a lot of things that I didn't think I did learn at the time. So I'm really happy for that experience. But, I think most people say I hate my job and they don't take any accountability for it. They think that it's like your manager's fault or your university's fault for not preparing you, for the real world. But in all honesty, it's your fault for not doing something about it. I hated my job up until the point where I finally started doing something about it. I started blogging. I started Employee Evolution with the other co-founder of Brazen Careers, Ryan Healy. And that's when we first started doing something about it. We started networking with people that could help us get to a place that we really wanted to be, which was being entrepreneurs, having our own company, and it took our lives to a new place. And it wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have taken the time to figure something out for ourselves. No one was going to do it for us, and that's what changed my life. Realizing that I'm accountable for my future, and no one else is going to change this for me. I can sulk and complain about how much my job sucks all I want, but that's not going to change unless I have the balls to really step up and do something about it.
And I think you hit the exact point of like exactly how I feel in my life. And I've never really hated my job. I worked for a small nonprofit out of college. I had a bunch of job offers. I ended up dropping them all because of a girlfriend and moved back home and just found a job in my town. And then I left and came here to Seattle. And my job here has been amazing for me. But my real job is when I started was a project manager. And I say nowadays there's so many things out there that you'll like to do. You can see everything. So find what you don't like to do. And honestly, I suck at project management. I'm not the best project manager. But what I did is when I started creating things and creating blogs and meeting new people out here, and when you're creating, you start getting other ideas. And then I started working outside my job title. And then I started liking what I was doing because I was like helping out other teams. And it had nothing to do with like my job at hand. And I think the main thing I could say to anyone is that I'm a musician and I started hating music because I did it every day. And I don't care what you're doing. If you're in corporate America or you're in anything, if you do one thing enough, you're going to hate it. And I think in corporate America, a big problem is that we always put people and say, this is your job. Don't do anything else. Do your job. I don't care what you're doing. If it is your biggest passion in your life, maybe not. There's some things, but if you do something enough, you're going to end up getting tired of it. And so it's like, how do you leverage that in corporate America? How do you open more platforms, let people do different stuff? And or you freelance? Because everyone in the online world is like, just jump off a ship and go be an entrepreneur. But a lot of people don't. So my focus now is on how do I help corporations leverage open communication, leverage open job titles, we can all learn from each other, and if we all just kind of work together. So that's kind of my new focus. And you said it yourself, when you started creating things, that's when it happened for me. I didn't know any of this shit. I don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
But like when I started just making stuff and just writing and just thinking and blogging, and then I just started going crazy. And now I'm just nuts, right? It's like, that was it. That was the moment. And the people I've met since then, my partner with the Ask Summit with this, Andrew Swinson, everyone I've met in the last 6 months have been the life changers in my life. And even at my work, like now I'm helping everyone out with the product strategy here. It's changed my job title. I got a great promotion. I ended up quitting my job because I'm going out to do other things, but I'm leaving here on a great note. And I like everyone I've met, and they've changed, the way I saw corporate America, and I helped them see something they didn't see. Sorry, I got a little long-winded there, but
no, it's cool. It's I hear what you're saying, and one of the things that it makes me think about is I love my job right now, and I love what I'm doing because I took accountability and did something for myself. But every single day, I still have to do things that I hate. It sucks, but that's a part of being an entrepreneur. It's a part of any job. When you're saying you do something enough, you're going to hate it. There's parts of every single job, even if it's the best thing for you to be doing, they're going to suck. I mean, I have to do sales calls, and I hate doing sales. That's one of the things that's the hardest thing for me because as a community manager, I should be sort of like the PR guy, the guy who's never salesy, the guy who isn't trying to, get sponsors for the site. I'm trying to keep everything pure and pristine. But I end up doing things that I don't like to do, but it's a part of keeping our business running. It's a part of keeping things real. And, we live in the real world. Every single day we have to do things that suck. And it's those amazing moments when we get to do things like create content, do a video chat like this that is just extremely fun and entertaining for me. That make it worth it, because all those moments of suckiness, of shittiness, they lead up to something that is a lot of fun and really makes you feel good. It helps me sleep at night. And no matter what you do, I think it's important for people to know that something about it's going to suck. So, don't think that life is just like all fun and games. No matter what, you're going to have moments where you hate what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think the biggest point is that one thing that sucks, if that's all you do, then run. Right?
Yep.
If that is your job, then run. If not, try to help outside your job title or something. But if your boss is saying, no, don't do anything else, and you're not allowed to create and do things, do it on your own, and then just get out and run.
Yeah, you really have to have the self-awareness to know when you're not going somewhere, when you're not moving, where you don't see, something great coming next. And if you're in that position where you're just kind of stuck in a box and, it's obvious that everyone just wants to keep you there, then get out, break out of that box, do something for yourself, and move on. But the ball's in court. No one's going to do it for you, and I think that's the most important thing to remember.
The world is too big, and social media allows us to talk to anyone in the world, obviously.
Hey,
Ryan, thank you for taking the time, man. And anyone, check out brazencareers.com, or reach
Thanks,
out
man.
to either of us on Twitter, or send us a DM or email, whatever.
Whatever, we're talking all day. So
yeah. Thanks, man. Look forward to talking with you more.